Hey everybody, it's me, Brother Wild Bill, coming to you from inside the most dangerous prison in the Western Hemisphere, where I'm the prison's chaplain as well as an inmate. I'm serving 46 years for quintuple homicide. I was an ex-professional killer in the street, but now I've changed my life with the law of attraction, have become the prison's chaplain, and I'm coming to you to give you advice about how to live your life and how not to live your life so you don't fuck it up like I fucked up my life. So this is my audio diary and motivational and health channel. Today we're talking about relationships, and I wanted to give you a formula for your relationship, and if you're looking for some significant other, I wanted to give you a formula that will work for you of how to choose a mate. So the person that you choose, always we begin every search with the physical. What do they look like? You know, that's the first question we have. What do they look like? So on the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the ugliest and 10 being the most beautiful, the person, man or woman, doesn't matter, that you're looking for should be more than a 6. A 6 represents, to me at least, a person who is reasonably attractive and a person who you could present to other people without being ashamed, saying, this is my significant other, and a person who creates sexual attraction in you. You want to fuck them. You would present them to your friends as your significant other without shame, and you want to fuck them. That's a 6 on the scale of 1 to 10, to me at least. Now, everybody's scale is different as well. My 6 will be different than somebody else's 6. But anyway, on my scale, 6 is that. And so, but on your scale, the 6 may be a different level of attractiveness, but it should be someone that you're willing to present as your significant other and somebody that you want to fuck. So that's the first category. Then after we have established that this person is reasonably attractive, now everything becomes about personality. Everything. Personality includes how this person was raised, what they're doing for a living. Personality includes how they interact with you. And I wanted to talk about that for just a minute. For me, and I'm not talking about, this is Wild Bill talking here. A girl who's a 6.5 on the scale, who's reasonably attractive, just barely over the line of being acceptably attractive, but has a big smile on her face, who's happy, who's nice, who wants to fuck, who wants to be fucked, who wants to please, who wants to be pleased. A person who's generally wonderful to be around is more sexually attractive than a 9 on the scale who's a complete bitch. A 9 on the scale who's a complete bitch is a worthless person because she looks good, but you can't do nothing with her. The 6.5 is, okay, she's more or less, but she's wonderful to be around. That person is a lot more attractive than the 9. Now, I want to talk about people who are beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful people are fucking dangerous and should be avoided at all costs, and I'll explain to you why. Really, really, really attractive people are always, without question, fucked up, and I'm going to tell you why. Because all their life, they have been told from birth, you're so pretty, you're so handsome, you're so wonderful, blah, 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 blah. And that shit is ingrained on their mind. And they ain't going to feel lucky to be with you no matter what. Because they know at any moment in their own mind that they're the prettiest and they're the best. And you can't get over that. And that's not an absolute rule. But 90% of the time it's the truth. The extremely attractive people are really difficult at best. Now, who is then, in that case, who is the best person? I'm going to give you the absolute best scenario. This is fucked up, but listen. I'm going to give you the absolute best scenario that you could come up with for a person that have a good personality that's attractive. Somebody that's 8.5 or a 9 on the scale, but that was a fat kid growing up, but that was the ugly duckling growing up. And I'll tell you why. Because when that person was treated poorly for being ugly when they're growing up, now they continue to feel that way, and they feel lucky to be with you, even though they've changed their lives, even though they've been to the gym and worked out, even though they've had the nose job, even though they got the boobies put in, even though whatever they've done to make themselves so attractive now, and they weren't attractive before. They carry that ugly kid with them, and that ugly kid is thankful to be with you. You know, that ugly kid feels grateful for your pleasure, and that's a perfect mate. And so like when you're looking for that special someone, the physical is really the least important. If you get over that 6.5, if they're fuckable and presentable, that's good enough. I'm not saying that you should ignore really beautiful women, really attractive men. I'm not saying that you should ignore them. I'm saying you should be really careful in your selection. And so like a perfect person is a person who's a solid 8 on the scale. Attractive, very presentable, but not so much so that you love them because they're attractive. That's difficult. I had a girl who's a friend of mine, and I won't mention her name, a dear friend of mine from the East Coast, who when I first met her, she was dating this guy who was a model, and he treated her like absolute fucking shit, and she ate that shit all the time just because he was so pretty. She said so attractive. And now she's dating another guy who's not, not a 10, but a still fine looking fellow. And, and they're so happy. They have so much in common. They got 2 dogs. I wonder if I don't know if she'll ever hear this. She might be able to figure out who she is by this. But I mean, like, I'm using her as an example because I thought that when she used to ask me for advice, I'd say, drop that fucking, but he's so good looking. Yeah, but he ain't worth a fuck, is he? But he's so good looking, but that's the problem, that he's so good looking. So when you find the same thing, like my ex-wife was kind of like that, in the fact that she was so attractive and so able sexually that in Panama they say you were enculado. That means like you're assed. Her ass was so good that you can't get over it. You can't nothing else. But she was a horrible. Well, I don't want to talk terrible about my ex on here online, but she was a terrible bitch. I mean, I'm just being straight with you. And so when you go out looking for somebody, make sure that they're at least a 6, 6.5 on the scale of on your personal scale of 1 to 10. And make sure that their personality is good. If they're a 9 or a 10, great, but check their personality first. If their personality is shit, drop that good-looking motherfucker and find you a mediocre-looking person that is extremely wonderful. This is your advice from Brother Wild Bill, coming to you from inside the most dangerous prison in the Western Hemisphere. If you liked this discourse, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you thought about it. If you didn't like it, feel free to roll it up and cram it up your fucking ass.